Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another ABS Daily News with your hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 133. What do you have on the menu, coach, today? Owen Beck, the coach, STEPHANE ROBIDAS. Then we have SCHUENEMAN, and finally, I'm going to talk about something happening yesterday between intra-squad scrimmage, red versus white. So don't go nowhere. But before we start, guys, we want to invite you, please don't forget to subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show. Leave me a comment about this video and click on the likes and finally sharing this video on your social media. That we're helping the Hockey Nation Live Show to grow faster and better. Let's dive in talking about the first subject of the day. My first subject of the day, guys, is about Owen Beck. Honestly, he's the most impressive players for any prospect the Montreal Canadiens have inside of this organization. Since the beginning of the rookie camp, move on to the main camp, day after day, he continues to perform in and show exactly what he looked like. And for a young prospect at 18 years old, I'm really impressive the way he play. Honestly, he's the best player so far. On the 3-zone, on the face-off, name it, he does it. That's what is Owen Beck since the beginning camp for the Montreal Canadiens. At the point where now I believe the Montreal Canadiens should sign Owen Beck 3 years ELC. What is this, coach? ELC. But it's an entry-level contract. I think he deserves it exactly like Mézard and Sarkovsky got. And I think he should have it for the Montreal Canadiens. Don't be surprised. At some point before the end of this camp, Montreal Canadiens could offer a contract to Owen Beck when he's going to returning to OHL. What? Yes, honestly, we know he's not going to play for the Montreal Canadiens for upcoming year. But I think he leave a great impression about who he is. And then he's going to have a great year in OHL with the Mississauga still ahead. I want to show to you guys why Owen Beck is so special. I'm going to show to you a video where he retrieved the puck at the goal line beside his goaltender. He won the battle 1-1. He's going to be in a transition, and he gave an opportunity to the Montreal a chance to score. Then you're going to see Beck make a turnover. By the way, he read and anticipate the play, stop the puck, he shoot the puck to the net. And that's what Owen Beck does so far with the Montreal Canadiens. Let's see right now here. He's still the puck right there. He's on the transition. He's going to get great pass on his left side, and then Montreal have a chance to score. The next video, guys, is going to create a turnover. He shoot the puck, and that's what Beck is. And that exactly he show every single day. If you are a big fan of Montreal Canadiens, you should be excited about Owen Beck. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. My next subject of the day, guys, is about the assistant coach for the defenseman, STEPHANE ROBIDAS. He did a press conference 2 days ago, I believe. He talked about the situation for all the defensemen for the Montreal Canadiens. He stopped everybody here. So wait a minute here. It's too early in the camp to decide who's going to be on the roster at the beginning of the season. We did not play any NHL exhibition game yet. And we want to be sure we're not going to make players already name them to the roster for upcoming year. Look, I'm really impressed by what I saw for many of them, the Harris, the Arbor, the goalie. But we have to be sure you have a lot of time before the end of the camp. Everything could change during the next couple of days and see what's happening. Listen, I play in hockey in NHL for many years. I've been director development for the Toronto Maple Leafs. With my experience, I know we need to wait until the camp is over before we're going to name who are going to be a part of the roster for the upcoming season. And he's right. I really believe right now, yes, you can say, oh, player is good. This player is impressive. Look what he did and everything on this. But at the end of the day, we cannot already name all the defensemen is going to be a part of the roster for upcoming year. One door open up is because the injury of Joel Edmondson, and possibly we have to add another defenseman as a prospect possibility in the lineup for the Montreal Canadiens. Who is going to be? I don't know. but I think it's going to be, honestly, a battle until to the end. That's what I see right now for situation with the Montreal Canadiens as a defenseman. C'est something we're going to follow up for sure. Listen, another moment or another things we are so excited to watching Justin Barron, the Jordan Harris, the Arbor Jack Eye, you know, the Caden Cooley. And don't give up on Corey Schoeneman and Matthews Norlander. Like he said, it's too early. We'll see what's happening until the end of this camp to see who is going to be part of the roster 2022-2023 for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. And we just talked about defensemen, right? So my next subject is Corey Schoeneman. He said, wait a minute, everybody, don't forget me. You only talk about Barron, Cooley, Jekai, Harris. But do you know, I'm a part of this group. I'm maybe 27 years old. Maybe I'm the wild card for the Montreal Canadiens. I was undrafted. I played 24 games last season. I have 2 goals, 4 assists, and I have 6 points. I know the speed. I know what it takes to stay in the NHL. And I just want to let you know, fans, staff management, don't forget about me. And he's right, to be honest with you. I think for me, it's maybe exaggerate, but it reminds me a lot of Brett Kulak, the spare tire. What are you talking about? But Brett Kulak, for the last couple of years, he was a spare tire for the Montreal Canadiens. You need a defenseman, call Brett. You need one of the left defensemen, call Brett. You need someone on the right defenseman side, call Brett. The Kulak, he was a spare tire for the Montreal Canadiens the last 2 years. I believe the Corey Schoeneman could become that kind of defenseman. Number 7, number 6, number 5, he don't really care about the number. He just wants to have an opportunity to stay in the lineup, and he will show again. Because last year, again, during this 24 game, he was not bad. Of course, he make mistakes like anybody else. 27 years old, first experience in NHL. I think he can become another Brett Kulak for the Montreal Canadiens. And this is possibly the wild card behind all the prospects the Montreal Canadiens have right now and the main camp. So it's something we have to follow up for sure. And let's move on, guys, for the next subject of the day. It's about the Montreal Canadiens play their first exhibition game tonight in Montreal, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Again, the New Jersey Devils. Montreal is going to have inside their lineup. Of course, the player did not play yesterday. That's what Martin Saint-Louis said 2 days ago. The player play Sunday are not going to play Monday night. If, like Slavkovsky, Caulfield, Dak was not play Sunday, we believe is going to play Monday night. Obviously, at the moment I make that video, I don't have the confirmation from Montreal Canadiens. Definitely we're going to follow this game under the Hockey Nation live show. And it would be interesting to see for the first time Slavkovsky, his first exhibition game in NHL. Let's finishing this episode with the last subject of the day. And the last subject, guys, is for really unique event happening yesterday between the red team versus the white team on the intra-squad scrimmage for the Montreal Canadiens. Elizabeth Mantha, sister of the Anthony Mantha for the Washington Capitals, was the referee between both teams. And for me, I mentioned this earlier, we are really close. I don't know, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, where we're going to see for the first time a woman on the ice as the referee. I'm not sure it's going to be her or someone else, but we are really close now to see a woman to become a referee in NHL. Congratulations for Elizabeth Mantha, born in Montreal, and we wish her the best to become possible the first official referee in NHL history. This complete, guys, all the subject of the day for the HABS Daily News. Here we go. That's it. That's all for episode number 133 of the HABS Daily News with your hockey coach, Gold Coach Frenchie. Of course, you know the drill. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please sharing this video on your social media. Please click on the like and finally leave me a comment. I do every time reply to each of your comments. If I forget one of you, I apologize, but I try my best to respond to each one of you. And I would just want to say one more thing before I complete and finish this episode. I'm really grateful and thankful for each one of you to support this channel, to show up every single day to watching those videos and to be a subscriber of the Hockey National Show. And I invite you to become a member. That would be great to support this channel. Until my next video, we just want to remind you one more thing. Of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody.